Our verse for today is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 17 to 19. To Adam he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plant of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. From dust you are, and to dust you will return."
See?
From dust you are, and to dust you will return, sabi.
Hindi kasi sila nakinig sa sinabi ni God kay Adan at Eva.
Why does God give us commandments?
To follow.
To follow.
Para iwasan yung mga ano.
Para sa akin, commandments is to guide us. Tsaka minsan kasi alam ng Panginoon, or minsan tawag dito, na sumusobra tayong gumagawa ng hindi maganda. Diba? And for God to guide us, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga parang commandments. So that guidelines yun para malaman natin kung tama pa ba yung ginagawa natin or napapasaya pa ba natin ang Panginoon sa ginagawa natin or hindi na. Diba? What are some of the consequences of sin? Ano yung consequence ng sin?
Moves us away from God.
Tama? Ikaw, ate. What do you think is the consequence of sin? Pag nagsisin ka, anong-ano mo? Pag nagsisin ka,
Gumawa ka ng kasalanan, anong kapalit no,
consequence
anong
nun?
mangyayari sa'yo?
Mapapalayo tayo kay Lord.
Tsaka mapapahamak ka. Diba? Mapapahamak ka, makakapanakit ka ng tao, or maski ang sarili mo, diba? So, isa yun sa ng kasalanan. And isa yun sa sinabi ni Charles na nailalayo tayo ng kasalanan sa Panginoon. God does not give us commandments because He wants to hide something from us. He does not give us rules to punish us or to keep us from having fun. God's commandments are given to protect us. Protect us din pala. Not only does sin lead to eternal separation from God, tama si Charles, but sin always has consequences in our life on earth. Di ba? Tama rin yung sinabi natin kanina. You may think it's no big deal to cheat on that homework assignment. But then, you don't learn the material which you might need to know later in life. And you could lose the trust of your teacher. And later, you might find it difficult to have someone write you a letter of recommendation for college. May ganun pala dito. Kailangan galingan nyo sa high school nyo kasi i-recommend kayo ng mga teacher nyo. You may think it's no big deal to drink a few beers. Everyone is doing it, and nothing bad ever happens, right? But then you do something really embarrassing at a friend's house, or you get into a vehicle with a drunk driver who gets into an accident on the way home. We never really get away with anything. Even when sin has no obvious consequence, it takes its toll on our hearts. There's no such thing as sin without consequences. Totoo yun. Kasi kahit isipin mo hindi ka mapapahamak sa ginawa mong kasalanan, God see you eh. Di ba? Kahit akala mo wala nakakita ng ginawa mo.
Hindi best kahapon eh.
God can see you naman. And also
Wala
yourself,
kang
you know
maitatago.
yourself kung ano yung ginawa mo. So makukonsensya ka niyan, di ba? Hindi ka parang at ease, parang hindi ka maging masaya. Kasi nakagawa ka ng kasalanan. Sinasabi nga dito, there's no such thing as sin without consequence. Sinasabi nga dito na ang commandments is to protect us. Kasi alam ng Panginoon na lahat ng mga kasalanan ay may consequences sa atin, di ba? And palaging hindi maganda ang consequence nun. Tingnan mo si Daddy, laging naglalay, di ba? So, may mga pagkakataon na hindi ka maniniwala sa kanya. Dati yun.
Bro, got calm
Diba?
down.
Dati yun. Tingnan mo si Charles, laging sumasagot. 'Di ba? So, alam mo yun, yung parang hindi ka natutuwa sa kanya. Which is sabi sa Bible is respect your parents, 'di ba? Tingnan mo si Carly.
Kain ng kain.
Diba? So, alam niyo, merong consequences palagi ang mga ginagawa natin sa buhay natin. Diba? So, napaka-importante na dapat aware ka sa ano yung mga nagagawa mong pagkakamali para ma-correct mo rin. And para ma-avoid mo rin siya moving forward. Maganda yung sinabi dito ng example na akala mo hindi big deal yung pag-cheat sa homework or assignment, sabi dito. Pero, sabi niya, but then you don't learn the material. Tama yun. Kapag ka nag-cheat ka, hindi ka totoong matututo.
Hindi mo
Diba?
magigets.
Which is, totoo, kaya ka nasa school is for you to learn. Pero dahil ni-skip mo ang pagla-learn at gusto mo mag-cheat, wala kang natutunan. And at the same time, pag nakot ka pa, magaguidance ka, papagalitan ka ng magulang mo. Alam mo yun, ang sin kasi ano yan eh, parang tawag dito, pag sin ka ng sin, consequence ng consequence ng consequence. Ito pa ang napansin ko. Kunwari, nag-sin ka. Ano ba? Sasabihin mo na, ano bang magandang example? Kunwari, sabihin mo na, tawag dito, basta kunwari, nag-sin ka, nagsinungaling ka, tapos nahuli ka, anong tendency no? Nang-amin ka ba? Magsisinungaling ka ulit. Ibig sabihin, nanganganak ang kasalanan. Diba? So, kunwari, hindi mo ginawa yung trabaho mo, tinamad ka, na napansin ng boss mo, sasabihin mo, magsasabi ka ng alibay, kasalanan na naman yun, diba? Kasi nagsinungaling ka. Diba? So, alam mo yun, nanganganak ang kasalanan. So, might as well, kung ayaw mo mag-grow na mag-grow yung kasalanan mo at ma-separate ka talaga totally from the Lord. Diba? So, just do whatever is right. Do, ano ba yun? Huwag kang try mo huwag magkasala. Hindi ko sinasabing madali. Talagang napakahirap. Pero, slowly. Talagang mahirap hindi magkasala. Kami, as follower of Christ, nagkakasala din kami. Diba? Pero, ang ano lang namin dito is kasama namin sa laban ng Panginoon. Na, when you pray, when you ask the Lord guidance, diba? Tutulungan ka niyang ano tag nito? Carlin?
Temptation.
Oo,
Paano
malabanan mo yung
makakonsensya ka?
temptation na yun. Diba? Or maiwasan mong magkasala. So, yeah. That's our DBS today. Can you pray, Kuya?
Dear God, thank you for giving us your word to protect us. Please help us to be obedient to your commandments. Amen.
Amen.